Why were your members arrested?
What's even South Africa, money? Hence we are saying until the march will go police station already. Our police forces are failing us money. So now we had a challenge. We can do on Corona, leadership and its theory. And the accuser, Gado, before to operate that area. Because we were going to touch war. And now we did operate Monaco auction month end. Which means to get set up and then go to Batwala Barata, brand envelope. Also, no fita motor, about something about Kailing, then Bonabata to arrest about you no problem on 15. And hence an abu and a sister. Last meeting at America go on. Reveal to the stakeholders, department, they were there. And then Runago meeting surprisingly so to Remekanya no time. Meeting lava fella okay, it's fine. Arbat well. Habonor Mr. Gubani, because before that meeting, we had a meeting with the King Chief Whip and councillors. Office Aralebon by Ratin Chief Caspanis and the fair. Chief Whip Messan. Yes. Rayamona, Ingejalena, Rautuana, then about send along Hammer Company Monday on that meeting. Then we did attend the meeting. Marubin didn't attend to. Are we there?
Okay, let's go back to the arrest. Who was arrested?
That's our chairperson and our deputy chairperson and the owner of the yard. The owner of the yard, owner of the yard, assist Katabama Foreign Nations Babu Chartinya. And we can see the mobile system about to find out the rules. But I learned how to win again. I want to get into a plane coffee into a plane. Yes. A Pizino Nabarona, a mandatory not to some pagat, like it or not. The charges on work, theft and malicious damage of property. And I'm surprised because when you saw that video that I sent it to you, then did you ever see a malicious damage there? Charge of Babuanga charge of so hence I'm failing to understand what Tabaya malicious damage to property. If one we go the video, we send it in you. You show about my board.
Why do you take videos?
Ona hence go bota bruaga ona se betsa ga spana ka tsele right spana le mpagati le law enforcement ha rena go etsa ka re rona re utswa dilo tsa batho re senya dilo tsa because we avoiding that go ka usana motho tore utsweditswe eng o senyeditswe eng hence re nka di video le for report ya rona yes le profile ya rona no ra bona ba re pushitse mo no sa batlo ya teng ene re mo utsele na station commander so now and I hope you remember last time I go to remember some nice festival mo re tlo etsa match ene ratla. And we did the machine. And surprisingly, so we signed a memorandum, which means we not find that, but he's willing to work with us. But I love the take you work again. So what we're going to do now, ne? So we're going to IP. We're going to IP. Yes. So we're on toes the board. Babu on already. Pagat. Pele but what about pagat and about to give pagat. Yes. And now what we're going to do, we're going to picket. Yeah. Those are short to station commander. Like a station commander say right. So to Bagelam Pagat Alexander. The same motor as I got the favor you. Well, what one thing that's a last year Hotman Lagane. We will be the rural meeting 1 o'clock. Ramemelo Honomo Solo Mr. Guban. After the entire Raja Habar, Candibalba Pizzi Balochata Tavena Motor Section 7 EQ Bamo. So whenever I made them. So who do you call it from Section 7 or Kiwo Guban Lebatuakai, but busy Bamosh. And I will send you a delta if you are still happy. I'll send the live one. Yes. Go IP more than peace. You pick it into it.
We are targeting illegal, which means undocumented foreign nationals. And I don't want to say we will not be looking at all foreign nationals, including those who are documented. Simply because, and I emphasize this, we know that there's a lot of corruption that's going around. People are carrying fraudulent documents. However, that's a process that would be done by the respective officials, which is Home Affairs, Immigrations. That's their role, and those are the people who are in a position to verify those people who claim that they have documents foreigners who claim that they have documents. Verification will come from the respective department and we shall proceed from them. But however, now we are tackling the issue of illegal immigrants, and that's the part that I want to emphasize. You know, a township like Alexandra, it's a township that is fond of yards. People from Alexandra know each other. You know, there's yards and you find that it's a yard, yeah, and they know this is a family, and now when there's people who are unfamiliar within the yards, and I just want to maybe put this into caution, Gado will attend to the community when it gets called, right? And when you get called to say that there's people that we don't understand, can you just come and maybe see how you can tackle this? The part that you are trying to say, there are no officials on the ground, how do we verify? Simple. We don't fight with our brothers and sisters. Fetu, where you from? They say documentation. Ayo, ufike kanjani, watswara watlogela, ipi passport, hi, is at home, home guy. So you can hear. And you know, they know how they get around or get away with these things. But again, also, even with ourselves, to be on the safe side, that is why we emphasize that we need the law enforcement on the ground with us. We need the relevant departments to be on the ground with us, because some things we cannot do as an organization. It's not our forte. We are not fighting with people from Malawi. We are not fighting with people from Zimbabwe. We are not fighting with people from Botswana, Swaziland, Mozambique. We are not fighting people. Gado doesn't fight people. Gado is fighting the law, that it must take its course. The issue of Piri, it's an issue that is dragged from the longest of time when we hear the story. And the owner of that land, when he approached Gado, it's been a crisis that has been going on and on and on. I don't know when this thing, the owner of the land and the tenant had started. But when Gado got involved, it only got involved from end of February, when this guy approached us to say that I have a problem, I just want you guys to come and assist. We understand. But I want to emphasize, we are not fighting with anybody. We are fighting the law to take its course. Things must be done right by the country. Gado is a very organized structure. One of the first organized structure in Alexandra since past, I don't want to mention names, other organizations that have been developed in Alex. So there's a code of conduct. If a general community member wants to be a part of Gado, we present them with everything relevant so that they understand the do's and the don'ts of the organizations. And of course, because we are working with people, there are people who are going to take chances, but we're going to deal with them decisively so, because we do have documentation at place, we do have code of conduct at place. So if you break any law of the code of conduct, it's within the leadership and the organization itself to take further steps for you if you are a member of Gado. Because we do not expect any member of Gado to act out of the code of conduct of Gado. Because what we are crying for is that we want to work with the law, not against the law. Now we cannot find our members doing things that are against the law, yet we are preaching another story. So we're going to act very decisively when we get members who are doing and breaking the code of conduct of Gado. I'm going to be honest with you. We have different mindsets, we have different agendas, you know, and being kids of Alexandra, there's probably also personal vendettas, you know, but we will not stop those things. We will not allow those things to stop the mandate of the organization, because there are people who need Gado. I need Gado, hence I'm here. Because there's a lot of things that needs to be fixed in our country, not just in Alex, in our country. Gado is going to go national. I want to emphasize this frustration. We handed out the memorandum on the 29th of April. Our respective station commander had said to us he's going to respond to us on the 5th. And there was a meeting set for 12 o'clock on the 5th of May. We went there to attend, but we were not attended to. We went to attend the meeting, but we were not attended to. So because the memorandum had given them 7 to 14 working days, we are counting. But in our counting, in us counting those days, we find that now we're having problems, because when we get calls to say we need Last Gado's attention, we will not say no, we are waiting for the station command or we are waiting for subs. No. If there's a problem, we're just gonna go, because we are by the community for the community. But it's frustrating because the memorandum, it stipulates clearly that we want the law enforcement on the ground with us. We are not saying the whole 15 police station must come on our operations. We are saying dedicate 1 or 2 vans, including the CPF, because what are they doing there? They must be on the ground with us, make sure that everything runs smoothly, without any dispute, without any, avoid unrest, and for them to conduct any criminal activity that shall take place in whatever that we are doing. Because it would be easy to say, arrest this one, he's breaking the code of conduct. That's what we want. And in all fairness, we want all relevant stakeholders to participate, and our respectful station commander is the one who's holding the key to initiate that formal meeting with all these departments to say that now we are a joint venture, we are doing this. How do we verify? Simple. We don't fight with our brothers and sisters. Fetu, where you from? They say documentation. Ayo, ufike kanjani, watshwara watlogela, ipi passport, hi, is at home, home guy. So you can hear. And they know how they get around or get away with these things. But again, also, even with ourselves, to be on the safe side, that is why we emphasize that we need the law enforcement on the ground with us. We need the relevant departments to be on the ground with us, because some things we cannot do as an organization. It's not our forte.
We are Mashama Media, your best option. We will do everything in our power to keep you informed.